Let's get going.
Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today we are in the Crypt Spire, and we are heading up to the duo fight, and in honor of the duo fight, we are going to be bringing along the Blazing Claw and the Ice Blood for, thanks Mia, for the honor of Ice and Fire, depending on what enemy we're fighting, and we are going to be bringing all the ice gifts along here for light values, and we are going to be bringing along Tranquil Slice with Blade Dance. So if you don't know, Blade Dance, it does a 5% increase to your weapon damage every single time you strike an enemy, and this is a very, very interesting gift that it scales off of strength and dex and mind and willpower and all the things, and it also benefits from weapon buffs as well as bayonet buffs, as well as all kinds of different things. So this is a very, very interesting gift that you can use this one gift of Blade Dance with 2 times two times gift extension here, and you can do some crazy things. And so because we have ice on our weapon here, we're going to be able to absolutely wreck these guys. And these guys just simply cease to really be of any kind of concern as we go through here. And that was just a little bit of like weapon swordplay. And now as we go along here, we'll get a bunch of backstabs and things, and you'll notice that like our damage won't really be able to take superior advantage of the fact that we have Blade Dance built into our blood code here, and we are able to do an insane amount of damage. But we are going to be able to bring up the damage a little bit here and there, but it is kind of a problem as we really won't be able to take full advantage of what this gift combo set can do. I'll show you towards the end here what some of this can do here, and it's pretty incredible here. So these guys are pretty simple overall. They definitely resist ice, but with the build set we have here, we are able to simply wreck these guys pretty much any single way we choose to. We are absolutely going to ruin them. So very, very awesome here as we go along, that we are able to really benefit big time from this build set and everything we have running here with White Mia in order to lengthen all of our gifts and everything. And depending on what enemy type set we are going up against, we can switch out our weapons, but we will always have the gifts here active and ready to go, which is really nice. So we definitely want to run around and go for this guy. Okay. Okay, very nice. So you'll notice that we definitely have some weakness here as we go along, and that's completely fine. We're able to really put out the hurt when we need to here. And as you can see there, I guess Mia tossed that guy off the edge. Marvelous. And you can see now that our defenses are pretty good, especially in Crush, for dying there a little bit, but we have no way to bring Mia back, and that definitely is kind of a problem here, but it's not one that we really can't deal with. Okay. Okay, and that should remove quite a bit of health here from the monkeys. Okay, and you can see that we can deal pretty easily in AoE terms here with folks, because we do have such a massive amount of light value paired up with Cloak of Winter. These are very, very good gifts to bring here, and the cosplay that we're running with the Blazing Claw here is awesome to pair up. However, you don't want to be using the Blazing Claw. It's merely for aesthetic purposes in this area. You absolutely want to be going for ice and lightning, depending on what enemy kits you're going up against. Okay, Mia, anytime you're... Oops. So as we go along here, we are going to have to go up against these guys. Okay, Mia is attempting to oh, ouch. 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 Come on. There we go. I guess we did not get this guy, which is fine. We'll get him now. Okay, and we'll go ahead and heal up here a little bit, and we will get double gift extension blade dance going on. And now it is our job to try and get as many blade strikes in as we can here. So many blade strikes. As many as we can possibly get here. Okay, let's get over here and get some blade strikes. Okay. Let's get some stamina. Okay. That just completely wrecked those guys, which was pretty good. Okay. Alright, let's see what these guys are... Oh, okay, he just fell off the edge, which is awesome. Whoops, I just fell off the edge, which is not awesome. Whoops. So you can see that we really do have a little bit of an unfair advantage baked into the damage amounts that we can put out on an enemy at any one time. And so we are going to just skip these guys for now. And okay. Okay, let's get this going. And this guy's going to follow me, which is fine. We just want to get a backstab here for some ichor. Okay. Hopefully Mia will come with us here, and she'll jump to us in a second. Good. She can go ahead and heal up, or whatever she would like to do. And we're just gonna kind of mosey our way through here. And Mia's going to fight those fellas, which is completely fine. Oh, and she's going to die. That is okay. We just need to make it back to our haze and get the shortcut opened up, which is fine. And we will get through here easy peasy. Unfortunately, we, fell off the edge there. That was definitely a problem, but it's nothing we can't deal with at all. Okay, and the monkeys are in hot pursuit. Oops. Okay. Well, we tried, but the monkeys are just too ridiculous. So we'll see if we can get through here quickly and easily. And the reality is that if you don't make a dumb mistake like falling off the edge, you can absolutely wipe every single enemy as you go through here, and it is pretty incredible how all of that can happen very easily, very quickly along the way, just because of the fact that you have all of the ice baked into the build here, and the hunters in black will just get absolutely demolished by all of that, as well as these guys. They resist ice quite a bit, but because of the fact that they are pretty weak to pierce, even though, you know, they can't, you know, do anything against their pierce weakness, they can absolutely resist a lot of the ice, which is fine, because just the amount of power that you have coming out of your build set is significant enough. There's the bullet curving. So they got tracking bullets, which I believe is what Eva's bayonet was supposed to do based on the description, but the bayonet does not do that, but the enemy's bayonets absolutely do. Okay. Oops. Wrong gift. Okay, let's go ahead and kill the monkeys. Okay, good. Monkeys down. Okay, so you saw the invasion. We can kind of do that maybe here real quick, and we'll move on from here. But the invasion is not really particularly difficult in any way, shape, or form. Okay. But the reality is, for this invasion, you just want to make sure, absolutely sure, in the end part of it, you have some kind of ice pierce rockin' and rollin', because of the hunters in black that come running down here, and so that is really, really, really important. Okay, so as we go along here, we'll try and get a few weapon strikes if we can. Now the Ice Blood is much better to use here than the Blazing Claw, because of the fact that the Ice Blood does not have an ending animation, and so you are able to get many more weapon strikes in. Okay. That was kind of weird. Alright, now let's run back this way so these guys can come after us in a predictable direction. Okay, there's this guy. And this is where you want that ice. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow, that was pretty twinkle toesy there, dancing on the edge. That definitely got a little squirrely there as you dodge around and rubber band back towards the enemies and stuff. So anyways, that's these guys, you know, is just getting a whole lot of you know, weapon strikes out on them, while getting a ton of gifts on them. You can absolutely demolish these guys very fast, very easily, just because of what we have baked into our build set here. So with that in mind, there is one thing I do want to talk about Blade Dance and Tranquil Slice. So let's just zoom through here, because this is just a lot of annoyances running from end to end here. You can see all the enemy types and everything, and that is, you know, the most important thing here that we're going to talk about. It's not necessarily like, you know, can you defeat an enemy over and over and over, but it is mainly concentrating on the fact of how to engage each of these parameters that you're going to be running up against. And Mia should be able to work on the monkeys back there a little bit, and we can get these doors opened and get the shortcuts going and everything. Wow, a lot of lag there for some reason. I'm not exactly sure what that was all about. Okay. So, and these guys are like super easy, the stone crushers, because you're able to just smash them to bits very, 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 very fast. They cannot withstand the many strikes and a Tranquil Slice back to back. It is very, 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 very difficult for them. And so keep that in mind as you go along. So we'll take some backstabs here. We'll let that guy figure out what he's doing here. Ouch. Oh, I couldn't even tell what was going on there. I forgot I had lightning charge active, but these guys pretty much melt right in front of the ice that we have here, which is great because of the fact that, you know, most of the time these enemies do give you like very, 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 very troublesome places to work with. And sorry, I'm just trying to rush to the end here, not really taking my time, making a lot of dumb mistakes. But the Crypt Spire here is not exactly a super challenge. It's just a nightmare headache to try and you know, approach over and over and over with the different places in mind. So there's just a way to cancel those guys from following by heading over that way. And we can now run away from the monkeys, which is fine. We should open up the shortcut over there, but you know, do we have time for shortcuts, or do we just want to zip through? So very, very, very strong, powerful build here. And if we switch back to Ice Barrage, you can see that we can bring this guy over just on his own. Yep, and that move always gets us. And the bayonets, I knew it. I knew the bayonets were going to take us out because they wander around and track. And so if you're in that room and you don't have any way to actually take care of the bayonets, most of the time you will die, just because of that that effect that you don't have enough gifts or anything to track all the enemies at one time. Okay. So the cool thing here is that if you did have a single target enemy that could actually withstand all of the weapon strikes that you're going to bake into the attack string here with Blade Dance and how that actually operates, then you are able to deal, you know, on the order of like, I believe it's like, let's see, ×2. I believe you're able to deal damage cap if you run Jack along with you, and ranged impact and all the buffs, and you have an enemy. So there's not a lot of bosses that can take 100,000 damage, as well as all of the weapon strikes that it takes to get up to that point where you will engage with 100,000. And so it's kind of an interesting misnomer that sure, you can absolutely get a huge amount of damage off, but chances are you won't actually get to the point in the game where you can actually attack the enemy with all the full amount of weapon strikes, while at the same time being able to then hit the enemy with 100,000 gift at the end of it. So because most of the bosses in the game have around 100,000 here at max damage, or at max difficulty, and so it's kind of like the fight's already over at that point in time. So kind of odd how this build and the setup actually works here is that, you know, you want to go ahead and try and build up as much damage as possible with Blade Dance, but then when you get to the chance where you can use Tranquil Slice, most things are either very, very nearly dead or are already dead, one or the other. So it's kind of strange in how that actually plays out in reality. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to attract this guy. We'll go for Blade Dance just for whatever. Okay, and we'll backstab him and we'll blast him to death here. Okay, and then we will just zoom past those guys and see if you know where the trigger points are and everything in the Crypt Spire here. There's not really any challenge that happens or goes on at any certain point because of the fact that most of the time you are just attacking those main trigger points and then you're letting the rest of it go, and there's no real issue that you need to work with because there's only a very, very, very few handful of enemies that you really truly do need to deal with, and these guys you can simply just backstab to death here, which is a lot of fun. And I do want to kind of get an enemy here that we can go up against that allows us the ability to kind of showcase the amount of damage that we can try and pull off with this thing, but because it is actually quite a bit that you can go for with this setup. Very, very interesting, and it doesn't take a whole lot. All it takes is just a lot of stamina and a lot of swinging and double gift extension, and then you can go for a jack if you want. Okay, so let's just grab this, and then we will zip zoom through here. Okay. The power of iframes during a oh, yep, we're dead. I wondered if somebody would try to shoot us off the ladder there. No big deal. And now we have Mia back, and we don't have the shortcut because, you know, because of whatever. Cool down? What are you talking about, Mia? So anyways, this is not the, you know, the excitement of, you know, what the episode should be, of just, you know, running through here, because the Crypt Spire is not exactly like anything difficult, because you can just go invisible and walk through literally the entire level and never ever engage almost anything except the very, very, very specific key enemies that you need to, and not like valuable enemies, I mean like the actual enemies that grant you keys, and you can kill them and then move through the cathedral, or the Crypt Spire here. I always make that mistake in this area, but if you feel like fighting these enemies, you can, but they have very, very explicit aggro points, except the monkeys. They aggro for pretty much ever here, but that's okay. We can just keep zooming and no big deal. Yeah, those guys will follow, but who cares? And now that the ladder is down, we can just zoom past these guys, no problem at all. Okay, now let's climb up, and somebody got very close to shooting us. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so good, and no lost Zweihander, unfortunate. So let's head back to home base and let's check out the Tranquil Slice craziness here that we can get up to. And if you are looking for you know, the Tranquil Slice weapon of choice, it is the fortified Crimson Longsword. If you don't have the fortified Crimson Longsword, go for the Blazing Claw fortified. And then the third in order is the Iceblood fortified, and then the Executioner fortified. Where is it? Here we go. So those are the 4 swords that you should be kind of capitalizing on to run Tranquil Slice. And it's pretty interesting how this entire setup here actually works and what goes, because of the fact that it scales like a bayonet, but scales also like a strength gift. And so it's very, very odd how weapon buffs actually change this gift all around. Okay, so we got, let's see. Sure, we'll keep speed on, and let's go for the Crimson Longsword fortified, and we will take ranged impact here, and we will take morale boost and concentration. This is good. Okay, so now just as we stand here with you know, these stats, these values, Crimson Longsword fortified, here's the stats for that, and we have these gifts. So here's this one, 8085, and if you choose a different version like the alleviated, it's not 8000 anymore, but it's like 900 less, and the difference here is 92. And then we have the intensified and 7825. So the fortified is the better version, and if we go for the executioner fortified, you'll notice that it is 6054, so considerably less, like way considerably less than the Crimson Longsword. And so now if we go for gift extension, and we go for, what is that, blade dance, and then we start attacking through this thing. Remember, it was 8048 or something, and so we'll get to the end here and morale boost, so we get all our stamina back, and we'll go through 2 bars of stamina here. We'll go for ranged impact, and we'll wait for our stamina bar to come back, and then go for a couple more attacks here right before the point we run out of stamina. Okay, and okay, and now, so 44,875. That is pretty crazy, right? And then if you pair up with Jack, that would be about 90,000 right there. And we don't even have like two-handed sword mastery or swift destruction or anything like that, and no other weapon buffs in here like overdrive or anything else. So if we kind of go for concentration now, okay, and then we go for all of our swings here. Now remember, we only have 45 seconds while we are here by ourselves. Okay, morale boost. So remember, we're getting 33% more attacks right now. So once we go through 2 bars of stamina, it's like going through 2 1/3 bars. You can see that we get a lot more strikes off. Okay, and then so 46,000. So that would be like 92,000 with Jack. So the question is you know, what survives that, right? And then if you get rid of this, and we don't really need light value here, so we will just go for, you know, something light, or something weight, I mean. And if we go for one-handed sword mastery for 2 times, or for 20% more increase, and if we go for swift destruction for another 20% multiplicative increase on top of everything we have, and we have 307 stamina, and we go for a stamina booster and a stamina activator. So we do this, 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 this. Okay, whoops, not that, this, okay. Gotta keep an eye on the blade dance timing duration there. Okay, and then so 69,000. I mean, you can, and so if you multiply that by 2, that's 70,000 times 2, that's 140,000. So 140,000 is already like way up over the top of most enemies in the game here. So the question is, you know, what can you do against an enemy where you can get all those attack strings in while at the same time, you know, while at the same time getting the amount of damage off that you need to. So we can try the Nicola fight and see, you know, how many, because he resists slash like super duper hard, and so what we need to do here is run for White Nia. Okay, and hopefully she gives it to us again. Nope. Okay, so we are gonna have to you know, knit this together here, and we'll put Jack down here. Okay, whoops. Okay, and so this. Oh.
I'm on my way.
She's not doing it. Okay. So we'll run over there, we'll get her to activate, and then we gotta zoom back here to the missile.
Now we're ready. There.
Okay, and now Jack. Okay, and so now we need gift extension, and we need more this, and we need concentration.
Let's go. Hope you're ready.
And now Jack gave us more stamina, which is great. So we'll go for this first. We'll heal this. We'll go for Jack. Now we can't heal anymore, which is fine. Okay, we'll go for stamina, the stamina activator. We'll do this once, twice, get this going. Whoops. Okay. Thanks, Jack. Okay. Nope. See, there's nothing that can, I mean, we just really can't attack the guy enough times to actually try and even get to a point where our damage is sufficient enough to actually do anything that can take advantage of the Tranquil Slice. So if we try that again, we'll take a look here at White Nia, get her to give us the double gift extension, and then switch over to Jack. That's the funny part about, about what is going on here. Okay. Thanks, Mia. Please give it to me. Yay. Okay. And then Jack. We'll just pick any Jack here. Okay. And gift extension. Now that's the problem with Blade Dance, is that it's just too powerful for the likes of you know, mere mortals here, which is pretty hilarious that is actually the case. That you can't really do anything that is valuable enough in light of what is going on here. Okay. Because of the fact that you are going to just you know, actually not be able to do anything. So pretty hilarious. Okay, so we got double gift extension here. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oops. 21, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. 34 hits. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3. So 43 hits. So I guess technically you could do the 40 hits to get a 4 times multiplier in there. And we've gotta look real quick when we get to that point to swap over and look at what our weapon attack damage is, because it's a 400% increase. So this will go from basically 1,000 to 4,000, and then this is like a 10 times multiplier almost, and so it's like, you know, an insane amount, hugely improved over that. And so, and paired with Jack and ranged impact, you know, that's like a 12 times multiplier over what we are running here. It's pretty crazy with how things go. Now we could get rid of these, but then obviously your damage drops considerably. But if you're looking for a way to engage with Blade Dance, Tranquil Slice, Blade Dance, and Crimson Longsword, you don't really need anything else. So if we go for the Ice Blood here to kind of mess with the damage values that we're going to be doing Ice versus Nicola instead of doing regular damage versus Nicola. So this will negate most of his damage, which is kind of going to be, you know, what we can bank against, that we can make sure that we're trying to put as much damage as we can into this thing. Okay, and so this will be kind of like a fake test of what we can do here. Okay, whoops. Okay, this. Okay, so, and then this to get Blade Dance going. Okay, we got 60s or 75 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, is that 30 or something? Something. Okay, Blade Dance is almost over, so let's go for it now. And that was ice against ice right there. So absolutely crazy that like was that amount of damage in in an idea of taking ice versus ice, and it almost killed him in one hit there. So There are some pretty crazy things you can do with this that really almost no boss can stand up against the Crimson Longsword and the amount of power timing that it takes to get all of this active. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to talk through this because it is a very, very interesting setup here, especially because Jack gives you 50 stamina more, so that's 350. You get 50 from morale boost, that's 400, and then you get 50 from here, that's 457 stamina that you get at 33% reduction. Where's my calculator? So 457 times 1.33, so it's an effective stamina of 608 stamina that you have, and at 20 stamina per swing, that's 31 strikes you can get in before you run out of stamina. And as you see, if you're dodging around and stuff and you have a stamina activator and tirelessness active, your stamina is increased by 44%. Your stamina regeneration is increased by 44%, which is pretty ridiculous. And so you almost never run out of stamina while you're doing this, and so you can easily get to those 40 strikes to get the 4 times multiplier into the attack here. And so it's pretty crazy. And if you want to keep pushing that number further, you can absolutely get, way higher just by getting more weapon strikes in. But you see that the enemy is like completely dead by the time that you get to that point. So maybe there's like a mod out there that increases boss damage or boss health or something, and we can look at bosses with like a million HP or something, and then try and see how far we can push the Tranquil Slice with the amount of damage that it is going to put out. So just something interesting here for you guys to think about on how to use Blade Dance in conjunction with Tranquil Slice, and how it's pairing like a bayonet because of ranged impact and the mind and willpower of your blood code and everything, but also it pairs very, very, very much off of strength. And so how much physical weapon damage you have. So this is very physical. This is very bayonet, mind, and willpower based. And so when you pair these two together, you get some crazy increases in damage here. So anyways, long story short here, Tranquil Slice with Blade Dance is pretty awesome, and it works really well in the Crypt Spire if you are just going to be running around, taking on enemies one-on-one. It's a real powerhouse killer, especially with double gift extension Blade Dance. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye.